1900 gold, 1900. Is it possible that the gold price could actually reach that? That's what we discussed in our last video, and we came up with a possible target of between 1880 to 1900 ounce per ounce gold. And in this video, we are going to explore more whether it is actually likely we are if we can hit that level before the end of the year. Before we proceed, disclaimer that this video is for educational purposes only and it is not a financial advice. Okay, so I will post a link to the video which we did probably a week and a half ago. In the video, we were looking at a pattern formation, and we were discussing that the gold has actually formed this pennant formation, which is drawn in this red line over here. And also, we had discussed that although the price seemed to have broken out, and we have this large bar on the 1st of December. I believe it was also the day when Chairman Powell from Federal Reserve did a private speech somewhere. And this just shows the emotionalism in the marketplace. And we discussed that actually if we draw a pennant formation and just connect these three tops, it appears that the price is actually at a resistance level. Further, we had these two Fibonacci expansions of 1.618 and 1.272, and we were looking for the price to rotate down. And in fact, we discussed a possible target where the price could rotate down to, and we looked at two things. The first thing which we looked at was this bottom channel for this pennant, and we have this trend line, and we were looking for the price to rotate down and perhaps touch this trend line and find support from, and also a 38.2% Fibonacci retracement level. And this is exactly what the price seems to have done on the COMEX gold continuous contract. I'm using TradingView for this. So what we have seen is actually quite a large reversal bar. In fact, it was an outside bar because it went above these candles, and then there's a little wick here as well. And then the next day was a consolidation, and then the price further consolidated but moved higher, so it was a bullish bar. And in fact, we are still in this trading range within inside this outside bar reversal bar here. So what we are watching now is we need to watch, and also another thing to mention is that we were looking at these Fibonacci levels, the pennant drive 1, drive 2, drive 3 points, and also there was a structural resistance coming from the high reached back in August. So what we are watching now is we are watching for this 38.2% retracement level. It should hold, so it's the 1780 level, and if this holds, then we are looking at for two things. In the video which we did previously, we had discussed this larger pattern of this A, B, C, D. So let me just try drawing it for you in a way where it's a little bit easier to see. So if we take this as our AB segment and we just clone it, and then we project it from here, then where do we go? We reach around here, which is about 1894 level. And also we have a 61.8% retracement coming from the all-time high, which we reached sometime in March of this year. So that is around 1903. And also assuming that this 38.2% retracement level at, let me just actually write it down more clearly, 1780. Assuming this level is actually held, and over the course of but tomorrow is Friday, so last trading day, but we have some important news coming out next week. I believe the Fed is speaking, the FOMC, meeting is next week, so we could have some spectacular action to be expected next week. So if we just take this as A, B, and this as our BC leg, and then what we do is we just clone this, the AB leg, and project it from this level, then it also reaches close to about 1884. So as discussed in the previous video, what we are really looking at is as a possible target and a resistance zone of about 1880 to 1900 per ounce gold level. And if now the key is that the 1780 is the kind of the structure we are looking for support, and if it holds, then we have two ABCDs going in this region plus the 61.8% retracement, and perhaps it might be possible that by the end of the year we could see 1900 gold, and that might actually become a reality if these support levels remain intact. Also, one more thing we should also take a look at is when we had a correction which was about this much here, if we just try to see where it can take us. So that could take us to all the way to about 1743, which is the 78.6% retracement level. Um, but if we look at the action over the last 3 days, given that we had this strong outside reversal bar, a bearish outside reversal bar, and then the price has been consolidated, it appears that perhaps um, the breakout could in fact take place, but to the upside. That's the kind of the pattern formation in terms of um, we have higher lows here, and given that these support structures remain intact, then by the end of the year we could in fact be looking at 1900 gold. And also December is a from a seasonal perspective a bullish month for the gold, and especially just before the holidays, before the Christmas holidays, that week, a few days before, the gold usually has really big positive days. So given that we are in positive seasonals for the gold before the end of the year, in fact, it could be possible that we reach 1900 gold. Given that these support levels which we have discussed, they are not broken to the downside, and we'll keep you informed, and we'll keep on analyzing these markets and make a video about it. So if you like what we have, how we analyze the market and the technical analysis which we have done, and please do subscribe to the channel, and also hit that bell icon button, that way you'll know when the new videos are posted. And we'll talk soon. Thank you.